I am enjoyment. You didn't recognize me. That's because you've avoided me for so long. You see, instead of embracing it and say, you've come, we say, here's a madman. Here's a madman, mad one if ever there was one. So we don't want to look at her. Let's get her out of here. So she speaks again. Imagine. You don't recognize me, perhaps, because you've forgotten what I look like. Perhaps you didn't know. Perhaps you have forgotten that I come in different bundles. No strings attached. You think you need strings attached, but there's some things about this enjoyment. Yes, of course we say there has to be strings attached. The young woman who wants to have a baby, she has a baby, she realizes there are strings attached to having babies. The young person passionately wanting to become a doctor, so he becomes a doctor, and he discovers there are strings attached to that. Everyone who wants a job, yes, we want a job, we want good pay, we want pleasant people around us, but we know that there are strings attached. Then enjoyment on the chancel steps, walks to the very edge of the steps here and then there, and looks and looks. And she says, you know, I come here often, but you don't recognize me. Church people have forgotten how to enjoy things. It's been stamped out of the population widely. You can become like that Christmas tree, tangled up in yourself and all your worries. You get tangled. Often you can't sort out the tangles, so you remain tangled. And you miss the significance, she says, you miss the significance of those balls of colour hanging there. Because they're there to remind you that the gift of life comes with small bundles of colourful enjoyment. Don't miss them. When you're tangled up, when you're way out on your flatlands of your life, when you're wishing that something would happen to change your life, she says, I'll come and give you a new faith, because your old faith has gone a little weary. I'll give you a new faith in yourself. I'll give you a new faith in the possibilities of your life. I'll give you a new faith in the expansive gift of enjoyment that will lift you over your depressions and your difficult states. Remember, I come in small bundles. And if you look again, so much of what I give in those bundles, no strings attached. So someone in the gallery leans across and says, tell me what it is you're talking about. And she says, remember this, in all the passing moments of time, you might find one moment. Don't miss it. In all the chronological clock ticking of your life, there could be one moment. We call it the kairos, the auspicious moment. And that's when we see the world differently, we see ourselves differently. And in that moment, you'll become fully alive. A bundle of enjoyment has just dropped in front of you. Don't miss it. That's what it's about. It is to anticipate with positive feelings. It is to go with the flow of energy in the present, knowing that something good is happening. It is to look back with pleasure and satisfaction to those good experiences. It is to know that special moment in all the passing moments. It is to recognize the bundles of enjoyment that will drop around you even when you're having difficult times. Enjoyment, she says, is to celebrate the gift. The gift. You can go on talking about all the gifts of Christmas, the great gift of Christmas in the Christmas story, but remember, it's about the gift of new life. Not out there, Not in the Middle East, oh yes, there too, but in your life. It is to own that new faith that gives you the vitality and the courage to live life, your life, better, different. You can get so tangled up in a whole list of beliefs. Do you believe this? Do you believe that? A little kid said to me the other day, remember? He said, I don't know what to believe about Christmas. I said, don't worry. Just enjoy it.